Mars in Scorpio is in a fixed water sign. This is where we get very intense and very extreme if you also have Pluto in Scorpio in this zodiac sign. The fixed nature, of course, of Mars denotes strength. So, like a Mars in Leo and like a Mars in Taurus, this is one of the strongest Mars placements that one can have. The element of water now ties the strength towards psychological strength. I almost want to even say emotional strength, but it's the psychological strength that can weather the most chaotic of storms and really brave itself through intense experiences that would break most people. Mars and Scorpio natives desire engaging with others and dealing with others in a way that cuts below the belt, in a way that's deeper than just the physical, in a way that challenges your own psyche. And it could be very uncomfortable for people to deal with because they can get very intimate very fast. And we don't even need to be speaking of a sexual nature. Everything the Mars and Scorpio is going to do will ooze sexuality. And that's just really more because of the intensity and fixed focus that they will apply doing most of everything they do. And this is where that water element, when we talk about Scorpio, will either be ice cold or raging deep hot waters that could represent an intensity that is built over time. It's not the person you want angry at you. I will say that. There's a strategic psychological element that borrows off of Virgo's analysis, lending into the psychoanalysis. So you're dealing with someone who can not only take action, but can factor in your weaknesses when they're taking action against you. And if it's not sexually in bed, you definitely don't want someone as an enemy who is willing to put in that much time. Regardless, sexually, this is once again very deep, and they're able to capture an intensity of emotion that over time intensifies and builds up. But if you're not able to really go that deep with them, they will turn ice cold. And it's not necessarily a placement that you can be wishy-washy or shallow with at all whatsoever. It is the last of the four social signs. So the social nature that these actions take place are strictly intimate. Social in this place, or in this case, doesn't have to apply to extroversion as much as being able to connect with people much deeper and much closer to take you to those deep spaces that you may have never really factored or considered or even explored. All right. The pros to a placement like this is the intense psychological strength that allows these natives to take action from the deepest place possible, which adds to their creativity and adds to the strength of their action. The cons of this is quite literally the same as the pros, where if they are not balancing the irrationality of emotions, they could be very paranoid and take action similar to Mars and Cancer they can regret after maybe they're not so emotional. All right. This can also represent a depth of action where they can psychoanalyze a bit too much into things instead of just allowing things to be or taking action when the time is to take action. All right. When, of course, once again, when dealing with people like this, do not betray these people, or they will put you on their list and have a revenge arc with you. That being said, if you would like more insight into your Mars placement, you can schedule a reading at thepeacedealer.com, and we'll look into your Mars with you.